A realistic day of a low-income office worker in Vietnam. Hi, my name is Hien. I'm 28 years old, and I'm currently living and working in Hanoi, Vietnam. I work at a media company, and I make around $500 a month. In a city like Hanoi, that is considered a low to average income. My hometown is about 1,000 kilometers away, which is around 620 miles. So in order to work here, I have to rent a small room for my daily life. The room I'm renting is about 18 square meters, or around 194 square feet, and it costs about $57 a month. Luckily, it's only about 2 kilometers from my room to my office, so getting to work is pretty convenient for me. Banh mi is one of the most popular breakfast foods in Vietnam. It's tasty, affordable, and easy to find almost anywhere, especially in the morning. There are usually different price options, depending on what you want inside. The more expensive ones often come with more toppings, like meat, eggs, pate, or extra sauce. This morning, I bought a mixed banh mi for about 79 cents. For someone with a low income like me, this is a very reasonable breakfast. It's cheap, filling, and still tastes really good. For low-income workers like me, riding a motorbike to work is very common. Motorbikes are everywhere in Vietnam. They're affordable, flexible, and really convenient for getting around the city. Vietnamese traffic may look a little chaotic at first, especially if you're not used to it. But somehow, it works. There is a rhythm to it. People move around each other, slow down, speed up, and find their own way through the streets. It may look messy, but in Vietnam, it has its own kind of order. It may look fast, but I was only riding at about 20 kilometers per hour, which is around 12 miles per hour. This part of the video is sped up. It shows my way down into the company's underground parking garage. The upper levels are usually where the bosses park their cars. The deeper you go, the more you start to see motorbikes, and that's where most regular employees park. It's a small detail, but it says a lot about office life in Vietnam. To make my breakfast feel complete, I usually get a cup of salt coffee. Vietnamese coffee has been famous for a long time, and for many people here, breakfast doesn't really feel right without coffee, especially for office workers. A morning coffee is a great way to wake up, start the day, and stay focused at work. There are many different types of coffee in Vietnam, like black coffee, milk coffee, salt coffee, and many more. My favorite is salt coffee. The creamy, slightly salty foam on top makes the coffee taste rich, smooth, and really addictive. If you ever visit Vietnam, you should definitely try it. A cup of coffee usually costs around $1, but some places sell it for as little as 50 cents. Many companies in Vietnam start the workday around 8 a.m., and people usually work about 8 hours a day. At my company, we normally start between 8:30 and 9 inches the morning, and finish work around 6 p.m. But depending on the workload, my co-workers can come in as late as 9:30 and stay later, sometimes until 7 or 8 p.m. As long as the work gets done, the schedule is pretty flexible. We clock in using a phone app, so it's quick and convenient. Now it's time to enjoy my breakfast. A few of my co-workers have already arrived, and the workday is slowly beginning. Honestly, this combo of banh mi and salt coffee always makes me happy. The banh mi is warm and filling, and the salt coffee is rich, creamy, and just sweet enough. It's simple, affordable, and for me, it's one of the best ways to start a workday in Vietnam. Besides coffee, it's also important to drink plenty of water to stay healthy. Right now, it's summer in Vietnam, and the weather is really hot, usually over 30 degrees Celsius, which is around 86 degrees Fahrenheit. At the office, people often add ice to their water to make it colder and more refreshing. It's a simple habit, but on a hot summer day in Vietnam, a cold glass of water can feel really good. This is my desk at work. I have 2 computer monitors, which makes it easier and more convenient for me to do my job. It's a simple office setup, but it helps me work more efficiently every day. I love Vietnam very much, and even in a small corner of my desk, I like to keep something that reminds me of that. Here, I have 2 teddy bears on my desk, and I think they're pretty cute. Even though the office always has the air conditioning on, I still tend to feel hotter than most people. So I bought this mini fan for my desk. It helps keep me cooler and makes me feel much more comfortable, especially during the hot summer in Vietnam. In many offices in Vietnam, people usually keep a pair of slippers or sandals at work. Instead of wearing shoes for 8 hours straight, we can change into something lighter and easier to walk around in. Office workers in Vietnam usually have about an hour and a half for lunch and a short break. Some people bring lunch from home, but these days, it's very common to order food through delivery apps. This is especially true for young people like me, who work far away from home. When you don't have much time to cook, ordering food is really convenient. It's fast, easy, and there are so many good options to choose from.
Ăn hai suất cùng nhau à? Hai suất cùng quán à? Anh phải xem nào không có hành là của em.
For lunch, everyone has different habits. Some people eat fast food, while others bring lunch from home.
Em quay cuộc sống công sở.
If the food gets cold by lunchtime, the company has a microwave area where we can heat it up. After a few minutes, the food is warm again, and it still tastes good. It's a small thing, but it makes lunchtime at the office much more comfortable. My lunch usually costs around $2. Today, I'm having bun bo hue, a spicy Vietnamese beef noodle soup. After applying some discount codes and getting free delivery through the app, this meal only cost me about $2. This dish is usually served with bean sprouts and fresh herbs on the side. The bowl comes with plenty of beef, crab meat cakes, Vietnamese fried spring rolls, and many other toppings. Everything together makes the meal feel rich, filling, and really flavorful.
Nước lọc. Các tướng mày hắc lên.
In Vietnam, we call this top mo, which is similar to crispy pork cracklings. It's made from pork fat and pork skin. The pieces are cooked in a pan until most of the fat slowly melts out. After that, they become golden, crispy, and very rich in flavor. When you eat it, it has a crunchy texture and a fatty, savory taste that makes the dish even more delicious. After lunch, people usually turn off the lights and take a short nap for about 30 minutes. This is a common part of daily life in Vietnam, not just for office workers. Many people like to take a quick nap after lunch to recharge their energy for the afternoon. When you wake up, you usually feel much more refreshed, relaxed, and ready to keep working. In the afternoon, many office workers in Vietnam have a small afternoon drink or snack break, and my company is the same. People often order milk, tea, coffee, or snacks together in small groups. Today, I joined them too. I ordered another cup of salt coffee to help myself stay awake, because I had a really heavy workload today. Normally, I only drink coffee in the morning, but today was an exception. I needed a little extra energy to get through the rest of the day. Besides eating and drinking, another small joy for office workers is hunting for good deals on online shopping apps. During breaks, people often scroll through shopping platforms, look for discounts, and compare prices. It's a fun little habit, and sometimes finding a good sale can make the workday feel a bit more exciting. Some of my co-workers come from hometowns that are closer than mine. It only takes them about 2 to 3 hours to get home, so on weekends they often go back to visit their families. When they return to the city, they usually bring some hometown gifts with them. Most of the time, it's fruit or local specialties from their hometown. Today, one of my co-workers brought watermelon and ripe mangoes to the office. They tasted so fresh, sweet, and delicious. To me, this is a beautiful part of Vietnamese culture. When people have something good, they often share it with others.
Về đâu anh thấy anh vào đánh anh khởi động nhá.
Ship giao nhầm đồ cho chị. Thiếu đồ của chị nên mình đã trả chị 10.000. Xong chị lấy lại được thì chị bảo là cho chị số tài khoản chị chuyển lại.
After a long day of work, everyone goes home. Some people have a warm meal waiting for them at home, but I don't. I came to this city alone. I don't have family here, and I'm not in a relationship. I'm just someone living on my own, trying every day to follow my dreams and build a better life for myself. It has been 6 months since I last went home. Honestly, I miss my parents so much. I miss the homemade meals I used to have with my parents, but tonight I'm eating alone, so I decided to have com tam, a Vietnamese broken rice dish. The flavor reminds me so much of my mum's cooking, and somehow it makes me feel a little less homesick. It helps me miss my parents a little less. Com tam is one of the most famous and beloved dishes from Saigon. The pork chop is grilled over charcoal, so it smells amazing and tastes juicy, smoky, and flavorful. It also comes with steamed egg meatloaf, which is soft, savory, and really fragrant. The rice is fluffy and tender. On the side, there is shredded pork skin mixed with toasted rice powder, along with sweet and sour pickled vegetables. There is also a small bowl of Vietnamese sour soup. All of these flavors together feel so comforting to someone living far away from home, like me. This meal costs around $3, but there are cheaper portions too, usually around $1.50 to $2. Before going back to my rented room, I stopped to buy a small pastry for breakfast the next morning. It cost about $1. So today, I spent almost $9 in total. With a low income of around $500 a month, spending nearly $9 in one day still feels like quite a lot to me. What do you think about this honest day in the life of an office worker in Vietnam? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.